Hey, it's Zach Sports. I'm going to show you how to write a Python script using ChatGPT that's able to have access to ChatGPT API. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to create an application that we can test with user input, for instance. So we're going to go to the platform OpenAI web application. We're going to find some Python code that we can copy and paste into ChatGPT. Okay, as you can see, I got a ChatGPT response from that. So this code works. Now, if for some reason it doesn't, I noticed there was one time whenever I tried this and it keeps the same structure and it doesn't work. All you do is you copy the error code and you send it back through ChatGPT and it's able to correct the issue very quickly. So now we want to take this example that we confirmed works and we want to tell ChatGPT, create a UI. And for this use case, we'll take a resume in PDF form. We'll have Python be able to convert it into text. So be able to strip the text out of the resume and be able to send that text to ChatGPT with a prompt essentially saying, hey, make 30 interview questions based off of this resume that I'm providing you. Now, one thing to note is that whenever we are doing this, we want to be able to give the Python script the API key. Now you can say it has access here to be able to access this API key text file, but the issue is once we compile this file, it's not going to just have access to the text file. Anything that's compiled, you have to treat that executable as all of the folder paths are messed up. So we need a button where the user is able to specify the API key text file and the resume and then hit start or whatever. But it's not going to just inherently know this API key. So we got to specify that in our prompt. So that's just one quick note. Okay, it's compiled. Let's delete the previous questions that ChatGPT made. Sweet, worked perfectly. And I have one other thing I want to point out. Sometimes whenever we are running these Tkinter programs, whenever we have a lot of Python code that needs to go on in the background and there's a lot of processes that need to go on, and that happens. In this instance, we are simply just calling an API, and that's it. It's really simple. But in the case where there's a lot going on, Tkinter, this UI might freeze. There's a workaround. For instance, this work, I would say, threading has to do with your CPU. It uses multiple cores. And then CPU priority just says, hey, this application is very important. Increase its priority on the CPU. Those are two things I wanted to add in. You might run into that, and that's the solution. So, all right, thank you.